us, and there is no leaders involved with them. So your life is actually in the hand of somebody, not yours. So, you know, they take your head up, they beat you up, they jump, they scream, they shoot over you. We just begged to whoever, just take us out to the other side, get us off the mob, because mob scene is really not good for you.
No, a mob feeling, you can't, it's scary, yes.
So the whole emotion, it's the whole time of being captured is really hard. Then, of course, it goes to the point where we crossed the Suez Canal. They brought us into Alexandria, and we were there a few days, and then they transferred us to Cairo, which, again, the transfer is, again, very tough time.
Very tense,
because
okay.
the old people that had control of you for the last three days or 2 days will never have their hand on an Israeli ever again. So they want to...
They would like to get some retribution.
Sure. The last thing that they can do, and the people that are moving you from point A to point B, well, they just have you for the trip, so they should, you know, get their share of
their
the
chance
pleasure.
Too.
And then we went to the newcomers in Cairo. When we reached the destination, there was another round of...
Were you beat up quite a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So each group took their
took the turn.
They took their turn to do that.
Yeah, and contrary to sort of common belief, it works like this: the human bodies can observe lots. It's your spirits that you have to keep keep up, because after a while you realize that the Egyptian would, for me personally, they would beat me up. I would say, with sticks, or whatever, for, I don't know, 15 minutes I would scream my head off. But the next day it will take them half an hour before sounds will come. 3 weeks into my captivity, I would scream on demand. Basically, I would scream depending on who is beating me up. If I sense that the guy that beat me up, and I have to say that in Egypt, the torture was for the pure pleasure of
torture.
Of the torture.
Of the person that's doing it.
Of the person that does it. It was not deliberately to take out information or to get information out of you, because for that, the Russians at that time were advising the Egyptians. They were very good in taking out information. They take the little syringe, they put it in,
and
you go
like the truth syringe.
And your body goes like this, and you have no idea what comes out. You are just totally blank. And so the torture was really for the sake of torture, and that's sort of very hard.
That's very hard. That's hard for the human spirit to deal with.
Very hard, because you are, and I can explain that. For most of my time, I was tied behind my back with my hand like this, but behind my back, not like that, because it's way difficult to move.
That tight. And behind your back like
behind my back with a sack on my head.
So you can't see anything.
No.
Can I take a little break here?
Yes.
And we'll come back. But what an incredible position to be in. We'll take a break and be back with Adier right after this. We're talking to Adier Levy, and here you are captured. You are now at the mercy of people that don't care about you, really.
No.
And for some of them, they have emotions that are related to maybe other things. You don't know what that is, and they may take it out on you because of these emotions.
That's
I
right.
mean, you feel very vulnerable. That's it, isn't it?
That's right. You know that something is sort of not vulnerable or wrong with you, or when you start envy the little bugs that are around you, the cockroach that actually walk away and fly.
He can go away.
He can go up and just go away, or the ticks, or
incredible.
Your person, your being, who you are, you have to sort of take a page, move it aside, and keep it aside, because whoever you are, it's no longer you anymore. Otherwise, if you don't think like that, you lose your sanity immediately, and quite a few of us did.
So, now, were all 32 of you then in this prison?
No, that's sort of the Egyptian captured a few more. I think I tend to explain that we came back from captivity, 234 Israelis. Some of us stayed behind. They killed a few Israelis, and they returned their remain later, many years later.
Yeah.
But 230 of us came back during the whole Yom Kippur War.
Okay.
Most of the time I was by myself, in solitaire,
in one little confinement.
Yeah, one little cell. In the first 3 weeks or a month, I was basically naked, lying on the cement floor with some dirty water on it.
And your hands are tied behind your back, all the time?
Unless they take me out for interrogation, which they might release my hand. Or once in a while, because usually people say, what happens if you have to go,
bathroom? You just go to the bathroom.
Well, no, you actually... Your bathroom is your surrounding.
That's what I mean. You're right there. You do it right there.
Yeah, unless they are nice enough to take you out. And they will take you out once in a while. Now, if you dare to do it while they're taking you out, that's almost a capital punishment.
Oh, my
goodness. It's not... so there are rules in this crazy, crazy world. And I think for me, the most difficult part was hearing the Israelis, the other Israelis at POW, they're screaming. Because while you are captured like an animal in a little dog cage or a cage, lying on the back, and you're totally to the mercy of whoever beats you up, or whoever comes in and decides to beat you up. And you can hear the sound of the gate, which I would never forget in my life.
No, that's right.
It would be, it would go like this, click, click, click. Basically, a
little Z almost.
And you can hear those click, 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 click coming and getting closer and closer. And the closer they come, the more stronger the screaming out, because your next door neighbor or the next door neighbor Israeli that is basically in the same situation, which you really don't know who he is because it's only screaming. Get bit. He gets his little share, then it's quiet, or he sobs and he cries or screams, or suddenly the sound disappears. Oh, thank God he lost conscious, which is actually a good thing, because you are trying to lose conscious once in a while from this massive beating. And you have no idea, and you did nothing wrong, like you have no control. It's not that they want to ask you anything, they don't. Because if they ask you, you tend to speak. And it's a strange situation. I think the most difficult time, and it might sound strange, and also the most enlightening time for me, because after that period, things changed for me. About 3 weeks into my captivity, the Egyptians decided to have a little, I guess. So they pulled out 7 or 9 Israelis, most of them the officers and pilots, and I don't know, of them. They line up against a wall, like an execution wall. And the wall had bullet holes and blood and, things like that. Then they had people sitting in front, like sort of like you're watching the soccer.
On bleachers.
Like bleachers, exactly. The side, the bleachers, I forgot. The bleachers. And then they have a firing squad and a guy standing beside. They lined us all up. No, you don't. It's not like in the movie.
No blindfolds like that.
No, blindfold. There's nothing like it. We just stood there. You stand straight. They were screaming, stand straight. They actually had the firing squad. The guy gave the order, and they did pull the trigger, and it was blanks, which we did not know. But you can hear the
hammer coming.
The hammer coming, and pfft, you get there. At that particular second, the whole Israeli line of the people that were supposed to be executed